welcome to Longarm Wednesday. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mama Pop Quilt Shop, and we're very happy to see you here today. We are working on practicing feathers. Why? Because I'm not very good at them, and I'd really like to practice. So I have this white on white sheet, scrappy fabric and literally scrappy batting. It's all kind of lumpy in here where I've just kind of pieced all the little bits together, and it's what I practice on. So we're just going to do a little bit of that today. So there's many different ways you can do feathers. You can go research a whole bunch of different how other people do them. The best thing is to just learn and see what's comfortable for you. Sometimes there's the bounce back. There's the ones that kind of look like a bit of a feather. I mean, like a leaf that looks like a feather. And then sometimes people toss in a curl. I find it hard to get around those corners or those edges, and I really like to be able to try and figure that out. And watching someone do it is nice, but you really just gotta kind of jump in and do it. I kind of like having a spine, but then I don't like having a spine too. And I find it very hard for me to come down on the left side to make those feathers. And in my mind, I'm trying to make them look like a heart, like to get it to come together. So we'll see. Hey, it's practice. So I'm just going to draw a little spine here, and then try and make my feathers to that spine. But then there's other times where you're going to want to make a spine and then quilt to that spine too. So, well, we're just going to play around, have some fun, hopefully learn. So it is off the belts. I'm using a nice bright thread so you can see it and see all the mistakes and everything else like that, and the backtracking. And you just try to go at a pace that is comfortable for you. Okay. So again, I'm not very comfortable with the left part, so let me go in and start doing the right. Okay, so I think I've even started off wrong. Okay, let's try, there we go. And then maybe we can try and bounce off of this one. I know it's just a matter of practice, right? See, I don't know whether I like the bounce back or you come down and then you just make those feathers. I don't know. I don't even know what they are. Like little blobs. And whether you elongate them or shorten them, and I guess you can, like, throw in a curl. And use that as your, feather substitute. Okay, now put one here. Now to try and go the other way. That was definitely wobbly. What is going on? Okay, all right, there. Let's try and refocus. I don't even know what that was. Besides, it looks like some sort of. I don't even know. All right. Come on. See, so it's my weak side, and I try, and it's just it's okay. All right, let's try this again, and we'll go the other direction. Okay, so let's. Try and focus on getting the stitches to the spine. See, and that's another thing. What is more comfortable? Do you like going left or right to left? I know sometimes it's going to depend on the situation or the quilt project, but you want to be able to do them, right? Any situation that you want to be able to fill in. Okay, that seemed a little bit better. Oops, in that direction. Okay. And then there's people who, like, maybe probably another one going to be there. And they'll come up and they'll do like a little vein or a leaf, or even like a little curl, but in the other direction, right? Or you can go either direction. You can add really anything, add a little heart. So And of course, some of it's not going to look pretty, but with every stitch that you take and every movement that you are comfortable with, it's going to make, oops, your project that much more precise, right? And you'll be happier with the results. See, I find there's too much spine. I think that's what bothers me about feathers, that like we technically have to, like that we do, right? So let's try and go this way. Okay, so now, and I find when I do a feather without a spine, I seem to go in a straight line, or try, and I'm trying not to. So, and they always look weird. So I'm trying to imagine a spine here, right? So I'm going to try and make it more curvy this time. Oops. I don't know where I was going with that one. Oops. See? There'll be lots of oopses. Okay, I'm going to try the... Okay, that looks like some sort of a whale. See if I can mimic the whaleness. Oh, sort of. See, it's kind of like, it's like this little odd spot here. It's like, ah. Those are things you're just gonna have to learn how to work yourself around. Maybe not putting a feather there, putting a little curl instead, or instead of having it look a little weird, you substitute it with something different, right? It's all the process of learning. Okay. Okay, let's try and do one with a stitched spine going in the other direction. Oh boy. Okay. Oops. Now we gotta come back. Let's try and get it really close. Okay. Now we want the feathers to go well, we're gonna try. Okay, well, that's not a bad start. And it's like, do you come back or do you do the bump? It's so, that's why I say there's so many different ways to do. Oops. I don't know what that was, but this is what we're doing now. Oops. Okay, now I don't know how that's looking, so we're going to do something small in here. Try and get that feathery shape to return. Oh, I think we did okay. Oh, a couple of weird ones there. All right, now let's come back this way. Okay. Touch the spine. Oops. Curved out too much. Looks like a bit like a balloon. Focus a little more. Focus. Actually, this is not doing too bad. Okay, don't mess it up now, dork. You know, and you can read tips, and people will give you tips, but until you do it, it's hard to understand the muscle memory or the muscles and the direction you need to go. And you're also driving with two hands, you know. Or one hand. I don't even know if it's easier to stitch feathers one-handed. I know some long armers put their hand on the quilt top. Some don't. Okay, try a little one. We want to be able to do all sizes and in all directions. Oh, that's the feather challenge. Oh boy, I don't know, it's not really looking all that great. They're not consistent in size though. Well, I don't know. We're just doing. And that one actually didn't seem too bad. That didn't seem too bad at all. Okay, and that literally that's what I'm gonna do. It's just a matter of practice. So you can use little feathers, sharp points to your feathers instead. Make them, look like leaves. So let's scoot down here. Give myself some room here. You may even come up with your own different shape. Not that. It looks like a banana. Totally looks like a banana. And then just practicing those little movements and the curves. You know, is it spine? No spine. Oh, and I guess on that note, we are probably done for the moment. Well, I got lots more to be able to practice with, and hopefully this will kind of hone my skill a little bit on the feather making, and maybe one day I will be confident enough to be able to do it all over a quilt. So definitely testing on one of mine first. Thank you everybody for joining us today. We greatly appreciate you here at the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Do tune in for the weekend project where we were working on the unicorn illusion panel, and we're going to make some fun stars to go on top of that, and we want to make sure this is a really nice pretty quilt top to be able to give away to one of our nieces for her birthday that's passed, but we're going to get it to her. Thank you everybody. Big hugs to you, and we'll see you soon, and hopefully you practice your feathers if you need the practice. I'm sure you're perfect. Take care. We'll see you soon, everybody.